y'all, welcome back to another show with Knits and Stitches. Again, my name is Nona and I am the YouTuber for this channel. So today what we're going to do, as the title stated, is just what I call yarn chat. What that does is I just kind of go over some of the yarn that I've come across or got on discount, what I found or what I'm planning to make with it. So before we begin, don't forget to hit the like or the subscribe button below. Follow us along. What I do is I kind of go over some yarn that I find, new yarn, discounted yarn, things like that, yarn stash, and then kind of show you the yarns that I got or what I plan on creating with them. I also go and do tutorials, kind of teach different stitches, different things that you can make. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I did is I went out the other day. I wasn't planning on buying any yarn, but I came across a yarn that I really kind of caught my eye and I wanted to try it. I did see a couple of different designs that were made in some of the groups that I follow on my Facebook page. One of them is the Premier Nona Chunky. This one here I actually started a project with already. I'm doing a loom knitted scarf, which I'm also going to take this particular one that I had bought yesterday and do a video on it to kind of show you how I created the scarf, because I got quite a few comments on my social media on how it turned out. But this one here, I see if I can kind of get it up there. This one here, on each one of these rolls, it kind of shows on the back the pattern here, how it lays out. Now I did come across a couple of people that had used the same yarn, and they were wondering why their pattern wasn't coming out properly. It all depends on the stitch that you use, and it also depends on the width. So for example, if you're loom knitting it, it depends on how many pegs you're using and how wide you're taking that scarf. If you're crocheting it, it depends on how many chains you're going to work with wide on that project. Another one I got is, this is the same one, the Premier Bloom. This is actually a white, a blue, and a gray, and it's kind of neat. Kind of comes out with like a ruffle design. Now those of you that are new to crocheting, this particular yarn, the pattern is built into the yarn, so it kind of really makes it kind of neat to work with, because as you go along, the pattern kind of lines up and forms that design. As I stated, if you purchase this yarn and you look on the back, it's going to kind of show you a similar pattern of what it looks like. So that's that one. And then I also got, this is the third one I got here, kind of makes it, looks like little pink flowers with leaves on here. This one has kind of a white, and then it's got the pink here and a little bit of green. The green of the leaves. So as I stated, when you work with this yarn and as you go along, the pattern automatically comes out depending on, like I said, the size hook that you use, the size hoop or loom that you use if you decide to loom knit it. It all depends on the width that you're going to do with this pattern. Now if you start loom knitting it or you start crocheting it and it doesn't seem like the pattern's coming out right, then do it with a different size hook, do it with a longer chain, and if you're loom knitting it, do it with more loops. For example, this one here that I had showed you, this Premier Bloom here, I actually started a project with it on my loom. Now this loom here is a 5/8 gauge, I believe, and it is a 24-inch loom. So as you can see, it's got all the pegs here that go around that. And I had started doing, kind of unwrap it here. So I kind of started doing this pattern that I had watched a lady make on another YouTube video. So as I stated, as I started working here, this is the yarn that starts here at the purple. I kind of added a different kind of little yarn here because I'm going to be putting a different little fringe down here. But if you guys can actually see, this is the pattern. I did all 24 pegs on this. Let me mention that first. But I left us the space here, and we're going to be doing the videos in the future, kind of show you how to do different patterns and that, like I do on a loom. This is 24, but I don't join these two pegs here where the cast on peg is. So this is the pattern that kind of formed out for me here. As you can see, kind of get a little closer to the camera. This kind of formed out here on these little, it looked like a little strawberries to me, kind of on a vine is what it looks like. But that's kind of how the pattern lays out, as I was stating, depending on how wide you need to go, or with a loom, or with even crocheting. You can actually use this yarn with crocheting, and we'll try that on one of the colors also. But that's kind of how the pattern comes out on that one. So for example, if you change to the blue, and to me it kind of looks like almost like a chevron, I guess, stitch is what they call it, with blueberries all along the strips. It goes about, I would say, 3 stripes, white, gray, blue, and then it mixes all 3 colors in to kind of make it look like a little vine of blueberries is what it looked like to me. And then the other one, this one here, kind of show you on the back, it kind of has an Afghan kind of pattern here on the back. And then this one is mainly white. This is similar to what this one, the one that I'm working with here. It is similar, but this one has the smaller like berries and the smaller leaves on it. But as I stated, this was kind of my find here. I got all 4 different colors here. I got all 4 different colors, and I'm going to try them out. I don't know if I'm going to try Afghans or what. Right now I am working on currently the scarf that I'm making, but I'm looking forward to trying that out. What I'd like you guys to do is let me know what's your favorite yarn. What yarn do you prefer to work with loom knitting or crocheting or things like that. What's your favorite thing to make? Afghans, blankets, scarves, hats. I'm kind of curious what everybody's making out there. Are you a loom knitter? What do you have on your loom at this time? I'm just kind of curious. Another one I like. See, I like working with Premier. Premier is one of my top yarns that I work with. Not only the bloom, but also the solid colors. Premier is a very soft yarn, and when you first start out with it, and I noticed that when I'm done with a project and I wash it, when I wash mine, I put it in a little bit of cold water with a little bit of white vinegar in it, kind of rinse it out, and then I lay it out to dry. I don't put them in the dryer prior to giving them as a gift, because I'm afraid of them shrinking depending on what type of yarn I'm using. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much my little chat for today. And that, by the way, this yarn is regularly $4.97 at Walmart. It was on sale for $2.25, so that was pretty much of a bargain for me. I did notice that Amazon also carries it, and so does, I believe, Michael's, I think, carries it. I did get a few extra rolls on Amazon and have them shipped over to me. But anyways, guys, thank you a lot for stopping by today and listening to my chat. Again, don't forget to leave a comment below. I'm really curious on what kind of yarns you guys like to use. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.